Hey y'all, it's Tori for those who do not know. And yeah, hopefully y'all do know who I am if y'all watching. But if you didn't know, I transferred from the Big East to the ACC. And I just went through the first week of practice, and these are 10 things that I found that was very different just in the first week. So let's get into it. So the first thing is the workouts. Y'all, for those who know me personally, y'all know I do not favor running as much, but baby, when I tell you I ran more in 1 week than I did 1 month at a Big East school, yes I did. I won't tell you a joke. Wait. I'll tell you a joke, but I won't tell you a lie. I'm telling you. So I've been sore for like a week straight. That's like the most I've been sore consecutively. So that's fun. Number 2, weather. It is hot and humid here every day. Every day. And that's something I'm not used to because at my previous school, we would be in hoodies. It would be 50 degrees by next week, by mid-September. It's 90 every day, consistently sun, like barely any clouds. So sweat is on a whole different level here. And yeah, that probably also makes the workouts 10 times harder because these are the hardest workouts I've had in my life on top of the weather. So yeah, it's number 3. I would say 3 is gear. I'm gonna do an FSU gear drop when my boyfriend get his gear and we can do it together. But they do not play about gear around here. Before the first day of practice, we got a bag of gear. I was like, oh. At my Big East school though, we got gear around mid-October, which is fine, you know, and we didn't get that much. So another rule that the team has is you have to wear gear to practice and lift, like have to. But I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because they give us enough gear to last us like 2 weeks of practice without even doing laundry, like especially in church. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be wearing an FSU shirt to practice. But with my other school, like we will have a gear drop, you might get 3 or 4 shirts. So you could wear just Nike or the brand your school is sponsored with. That was the rule. So like as long as you came in with the same brand, you was Gucci. But here, no. Everybody has to know that you go to FSU every day if you practicing. So, I mean, I'm repping it. I ain't gonna lie, the gear pretty nice though. Pretty nice. But yeah, number 4 would have to be practice locations. So we have a lot of practice locations at FSU because it's so big and it's warm. So there's just a lot of fields, recreational fields, football field, stadium, pool, running under the stadium, track. Like, you know, there's a lot of places to practice here. So I feel like that's really different from my previous experience because at my Big East school in Chicago, since Chicago is more city-like, there's buildings everywhere. Building here, building there, building there. Track, non-existent. So we would basically only have like an indoor track that was 4 lanes and a bank, which did its job. It did its job, I ain't gonna lie. But if we wanted to do like some work outside, we most likely had to go off campus to do work, to do a hill workout, or even just get a lot of just grass to run. So that was very different. And I like it honestly because you just don't have to go far. You don't really need to like come all the way back to campus after you're tired. You're already on campus. So I think that's really cool. 5 would have to be accessibility. Now I just said I like that we have a lot of practice locations, but that also means it's a lot of walking from one place to another place. So yeah, like we would practice across campus near the football stadium, for example, but the track building and the track is a 15-minute walk away. And your girl don't have a car. Let's take a moment of silence for that. We're using these legs right here. Like, that's what we got. We rocking. But anyways, so like after practice, if I wanted to get treatment, I would either only be able to take an ice bath in the football field, or have to walk all the way back after practice. And sometimes that's not feasible because trainers leave when the workday is over. You get out of practice at like 3:30 or 4:30 we live, and you walk back, baby, they gone. So that's been something. At my previous school, while we didn't have such a big campus, it was more accessible to get treatment after training because everything was in one building, or the indoor track was a block away. So you just walk, you might be able to catch the trainer before you leave, and you just walk there, and it's like a 3-minute walk and you get treatment. So that was also a good thing. But then, as I said, number 4, having a big campus is a good thing too. So pros and cons with each that I'm discovering. Number 6, whoa, team community. So y'all, I haven't met anybody on my event group for the most part. I met a couple people, but comes ACC comes way bigger teams. So yeah, the team is pretty big. We had a team meeting in the auditorium, and I was like, oh, like this team is really big. So, and we all practice at different locations for right now, so it's kind of hard to meet people. So yeah, at my previous school, it was real easy to meet other people, the 800 people, the javelin throwers, because it's so close and it's such a small campus, and we have limited spaces to practice, that you might see them in the same process as you. Not here, baby, not here. People want their space, they want their little field. Sometimes we will practice with some of the sprinters, but for the most part, everybody needs their space because it's such a big team, and that means I still need to get to know people. So if you on the FSU team and you haven't met me, I'm Tori. Hello. I doubt y'all are watching this, but hey, it is what it is. Number 7, the pace of life here. This one took me a while to get adjusted to, because I'm from big cities, Detroit, repping all the time, and Chicago. So when we in the city, we be hustling and bustling. Like, you know what I'm saying? In and out. Get your stuff, get out. Do your thing, get out. Like, you know. I got here the first week, guys, and I went to the store, and people was walking like they don't got nowhere to be. Like, this was their only errand for the day. Let me show you. This is the pace. Me, I'm ripping and running, y'all. So that in itself was very annoying. I've had several times where I'm walking out of an aisle and somebody's crossing perpendicularly, and I literally had to stand and wait like this for them to cross, because people are not in a rush here. We are moseying in Tallahassee. So yeah. Number 8, y'all, we almost there. Academic pace too. So at my previous school, we was on quarter systems, which was 10 weeks was a quarter, and it was 4 quarters. You only had to take 3 to be a full-time student and graduate in 4 years. So the first class day for the quarter system, you have homework. Do the next time you blink, the next time you wake up, do next week. Like, you got in class, homework. Here, we on semester system, and it's like, oh, it's due in a week and a half, or, your first assignment is due 2 weeks from now. Y'all, the first week, I was ahead in one of my classes by like 2 weeks because I'm just so used to the quarter system. It had me frazzled that I didn't even realize that I was doing work that wasn't due for 2 weeks because I'm thinking like, oh, we gotta get started. And I'm like, no, baby, you could chill, you could breathe a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's been an adjustment for me, but at the same time, these semesters is gonna be long for me because it's already week 3 in the semester. Nobody cares. We're gonna be in this hole till Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
So, number 9, public transportation. Ain't telling us. Y'all, I've been stranded next to a Pizza Hut for 50 minutes because the bus is not coming. The bus comes every 30 minutes. If one is gone, that's your hour, baby. Find somewhere to go. They don't got no benches. They don't got no chairs. They don't got no train you could take. Like in Chicago, if the bus ain't coming, you can walk to the train. If the train ain't coming, you can walk to the bus. The bus is gonna come in the next 15 minutes. Something gonna come in the next 15 minutes for you to be like, you know, settled, straight. Here. And also, the bus drivers here don't really got nowhere to be either, y'all. Story time. So I'm going to class one day. I pressed the button, beep, 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 so they could stop because I have to walk after this stop, right? Y'all, I rang it once or twice just to make sure. He drove right past the stop. This is me. Y'all, I was baffled. I'm like, so we just ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna go where I need to be. Great. And they don't got nowhere to be. So the buses here are electric. So they have the little, these overhead things that charge the bus. One time, I'm in a rush. Class start in 8-10 minutes. It's already a 6-minute walk away when I get from the bus stop. But I planned this, right? Clearly no. The bus just stopped under the charging station. And the bus driver, get out. Get out. The bus driver is going to the bathroom, doing whatever they gotta do. There's no scheduled arrival times. You arrive when you arrive. We were sitting there for like 5 to 8 minutes. Yep. Delay. In Chicago, that would be a delay. Here, that's just the bus. You sit there and you wait till that bus charge. So it's been a journey with this public transportation, for real. But in number 10, resources. So there's a lot of resources here in terms of we have multiple trainers and a lot more space in like team lounge and like our ice bath and stuff like that. Just a lot more resources in the ACC than the Big East, I feel like. At my previous Big East school, we had one trainer. They made it work as best as they could, but it was times that you couldn't get an appointment for a good 4 days because it's one person. It's one person. You can't. It's out of capability. It's out of range. But yeah, so that's another thing I like about the ACC school that I'm at. Go Noles. And yeah, y'all. So I'm officially an ACC girly. There's pros and cons everywhere you go. You go to a big school and get the pros, like more resources, more practice locations, cool gear, you know? Or you go to a small school, maybe have tighter community with your team, tighter friendships with your team, and closer accessibility so you're not walking everywhere. You just gotta pick and choose your battle. You just gotta pick and choose. That's all it is. I'm literally melting like a Hershey's chocolate bar, but at the end of the day, we go nose. So yeah, bye y'all. Bye. You wanna say bye?